Yeah. Good morning, guys. It is day 16. It is April 13th. Actually, Friday the 13th. Mighty Mouse wanted to remind you. Just coming out of Franklin, North Carolina. Set of fresh legs. What's that, sweetie? Okay. Just coming out of Franklin, headed towards the NOC Outdoor Center by Sunday. Like I said, looks like a good couple days. We have some thunder showers coming in. Oh, hold on, I want to show you this. There we go. Not bad first thing in the morning. A little scary way to walk to work. Yep. Snap. Okay. Now, Mighty Mouse just came up with an interesting observation that's a little hard to transfer to video, but I'm going to try to explain what she's talking about. You can hear the water rushing in the background. We've been following this stream for a good bit, a couple hundred yards, and you can see this is how we start our morning. Okay, but what she was saying is, whoa, that's not good, is you can't describe how fresh and clean the air smells here. And with the water running next to you, it's just a undescribable lack of odor, I guess is the best way to put it. It just smells like, if you're old enough to remember hanging wash outside, yeah, and how your sheets used to smell after Mom would bring them in from a brisk day outside. That's kind of the smell that it reminds me of. And alrighty, started out with wet feet and now going uphill. One of the hold on, Mighty Mouse. One of the items we picked up in town, we stopped at Outfitter 76, and they did a fantastic job of fitting Mighty Mouse with a new pair of shoes. So her feet are feeling fancy and free, so today's 10 plus miles shouldn't be any problem. And just to clarify where we are, I don't know if I mentioned that. We are just leaving Franklin and headed to Waha Bald Shelter. So that'll be the goal for today. Then Wasser Shelter the following day. And then we should slide on into the NOC if all goes well. Alrighty. Beautiful morning. Kind of makes up for some of those frostbitten mornings that we've had, and it's really just a great way to get back on the trail and feeling good about things. And speaking of feeling good, on a side note, like I said earlier, we just came out of Franklin, and one of the benefits of your first day back on the trail, coming out of a town, is a change in menu, because you don't have to worry about something going bad. So for both lunch and dinner today, Dixie and I, Mighty Mouse and I, both have half of a Subway footlong and a bag of chips that hopefully won't be too smashed, and a bottle of Propel. So if you'd have told me a year ago or even 6 months ago that I'd be excited about having a half of a Subway sandwich and a bag of chips and a bottle of Propel Mix for lunch or dinner, I think I would have told you you were crazy, especially since it didn't involve having a beer. But this is what the trail does to you. It makes you appreciate things, and it is going to taste really good to sit on top of some mountain this afternoon and have a Subway sandwich. And that's not a commercial for Subway. Okay, well, we just climbed over our first hill. Coming down the other side, I wanted to get a minute to talk to you about trail etiquette. I guess the best way to explain it is the AT is kind of like visiting a foreign country. It has its own customs, its own etiquette, if you will, and it's best to, when in a foreign country, to adopt that same etiquette. So here's just a few observations from the short time we've been on the trail. 1, don't offer to shake anybody's hand on the trail. Everyone on the trail, the two biggest things that will take you off the trail are illness and injury. And the best way to spread germs is by shaking hands or by sharing food. Don't offer anybody any unwrapped food, even though you may think it's a gesture of kindness. And don't be upset if they don't take you up on your offer. If you want to make friends on the trail, the easiest way is when you're in town, grab an extra pack of Snickers fun size bars and throw them in your food bag. It goes a long way to break the ice with new people you meet along the trail. Offer them a fun size Snickers bar for what it's worth. Okay, for all those home in Florida, just to let you know, we are just leaving Snowbird Gap. Okay, well, we're well into the day. It's still before lunch. We ran into a couple of people that we started the trail with and that we had lost contact with, and somehow we managed to hook back up. We're hiking with them today, and as fate would have it, Elaine, well, that was her name, she finally got a trail name last night, and her trail name is This Way. So now we have hiking together today, This Way and Which Way, along with Mighty Mouse, and I forget her buddy's trail name. So far it's been a good day. We're kind of up and down, nothing real spectacular, but there again, consequences of that are we haven't had any really great views. Just a lot of ups and downs, crossing roads, headed back up other hills. But all in all, the fleeces are off. It's t-shirt weather, so all is good. Alrighty, it's just a little after 12. You could see there was a prescribed burn here. This is all burned out. Still some fog or clouds hanging over the mountains, but we did make it. We're still on the trail technically, because this is part of the trail, but this is actually a fire road that leads up to fire tower up there. I'm gonna take a break, get a little bit of lunch, and evaluate our plan. Right now, I'd say we're doing pretty good today.
You got a video of that tower?
Yes. Alrighty, well, one of the things that I think I told you already in an earlier video about being able to stay flexible and, on the trail. If you remember this from this morning, our plan was to do a 10 into a 10.4 into a shelter, and we had another 10 and then a short day into the knock, and that's all changed. When we got up to the fire tower, we had signal. We checked the weather for Sunday and for Sunday night, Saturday night and Sunday, and it looks like some god-awful thunderstorms are coming in. So today's a beautiful day. We got to the shelter we were going to stay at earlier than we had anticipated, so we made the decision to move on and try to get some big miles in today. Probably going for a 15, which will be our biggest day yet. Then, if plans don't change again, what we'll do is an 11, and that'll put us right into the shelter right before the knock. We should be able to get up that morning and hike into the knock. Even if it's in a thunderstorm, it's only a mile or so, and we'll be able to get in out of the weather before the lightning and all that good stuff strikes. But the main thing there is, like I said, you have to be wary, and you have to be able to change your plans on the fly if you try not to put yourself in harm's way. All right, guys, here's a surprise reward for today. I didn't see this one coming. I don't know how well that comes through, but from here it's just breathtaking. Okay, guys, girls, that's one for the record books, a personal best, day 16. We did 15.4 miles to get to the cold something shelter to set up for staying out of the rain on Wednesday. No, on Sunday rather. We'll see how that goes.